What's up, everybody? This is Brian.
And I'm Logan. And this is Tops. And this is Bottoms.
Whoa, look at them go.
And we're Crush Cards! Hey team, happy Saturday. Man, this is the second Saturday in a row that we've uploaded. Are you getting uncomfortable yet? Oh
Pretty
boy.
Crazy. So that being said, as everyone knows, the Megatons got released yesterday by Konami. And by yesterday we mean today, because we're filming right now, but y'all are going to see it later. But that being said, everybody knows now what the cards are, and they are super duper incredible.
It's literally everything.
They didn't hold anything back, which is, there's one card that we actually are going to talk about.
So we know that in the last couple of weeks, one of the most popular series we've been doing is budget videos. We did budget side deck, we did budget alternatives, we just did budget related videos, and you guys responded really well to those, which is great because we want to try it and see if it would work. And being that the Megatons were now revealed and we now know every card that's in this set, we figured we could go over some of these cards with you, how their prices are dropping, are they dropping, and how we think that'll all stabilize over the course of the Megatons releasing, and how that'll help budget players. Wow!
We're not really like a Market Watch channel. We're not trying to intrude on anybody else's territory. That being said, though, we do want to just like bring this to people's attention. So if you are out there buying cards and you want some singles or some packs or just boxes in general, feel free, go down and use our TCG affiliate link in the description box below. It literally helps us out so much with just by buying cards that you guys would already be buying. So we're gonna hop on to TCG Player and just look at some of these cards, go through some of the value and what they're at now, and even like what we think they could potentially be at later, because as we said, the budget players out there, and just like this opens up an entire new door and makes a ton of stuff budget.
Even in just like the first day of the Megatons being released, prices are all over the place. So we wanted to at least make this an informative session for us, for you, for everyone involved. And
But that being said, before we get into this video, if you guys are not already a subscriber, feel free to go down and hit the subscribe button. Throw this video a like and then comment what cards you're like most excited for out of this reprint set.
There's a lot of choices.
Tons of them. It's basically Savage and IP. But.
Yeah, and Appaloosa.
Oh, yeah.
And Avermax and Mystic Man.
Yeah, what a good card.
We also have an Instagram. It's at CrushCardsYGL. We're on there all the time, answering messages, post to post, posting stories. It's Instagram. We also have a super wholesome Discord community that we're on all the time. Today was hysterical. For anyone who's in the Discord, you know what happened today. It was an H day.
Oh,
so
Lord.
if you don't know what I'm talking about, you better go join the Discord. We have a lot of fun every day. We blackmail Logan for her typos. It's great. And then last but not least, if you want to further support the channel, we have a Patreon. We have some of the best benefits in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, and we put up bloopers and side decks and pretty much everything. I'm sending merch out Monday. It's going to be a good time. Love y'all. We're just happy you're here. If not, though, big kisses.
Sick.
Okay, let's talk about cards.
Alright, so we are going to just go over the list that we have the Konami list directly in front of us.
Just do a quick rundown for anyone who hasn't seen somehow.
Yeah, so first is Ogo Pogo. I think that's a really, really interesting choice. I mean, not that, like, they shouldn't reprint it, but, like...
They literally reprinted every single card.
Yeah, I wonder what these, like, what the rarities are going to be. Ogo Pogo, to me, is good. Like, it strikes me as a super, yeah.
Or if we're lucky, it'll be a common.
The Salamrain, great stuff, whatever.
Commons.
Hopefully. Neospace
Connector.
Yeah, that would be a cool, like, Ultra or even Prismatic Secret. If they chose to do that, that'd be cool.
That would be really neat.
As someone who's, like, still learning Infinite Knights, I'd love
Dragons,
that.
I just don't know why I really tried.
And that brings us to our first one right here, which is
Phantasmal Dazzle.
Phantasme. So let's open our first tab over here. We have Phantasme out of Savage Strike, which on release was an $80 card, and then went up to like 120, 125. And now,
the secret rare.
Well, let's look at first ed, I guess. Secret rare. Okay, Near Mint Unlimited is sitting about $30. There's nothing first ed until page 2, right? Page 2 is, the first. Near Mint Unlimited lately played for, Near Mint first is 35. So, still, for a card that was $130, you just knocked $100 off.
That's pretty nice.
Pretty incredible. And then,
pretty cool.
Phantasme has also, where it is, here it goes. He's had a reprint prior, and it is out of Dual Overload. That copy was $12. We can even go down here and see normal. So, like, that's why we wanted to do this, because if you guys can see down here in the corner where we just highlighted, this is the price that it was in a couple hours ago. So, it went from 14 to 10. So, that's really, really strong. Wow. So, Phantasme is the first one over here. Oh, you didn't see that. Psychic Wielder is actually another really cool card.
Excuse you, Pating is right there.
Yeah, okay. We don't have Patine open as a tab
well,
because
okay,
she's like
but
$1.
Patine, regardless, it's a great reprint. She's
Yes.
what, a rare right now?
Yeah, she needs to definitely have a hollow upgrade.
This
better be a super ultra for
dead
sure.
minimum is super, but an ultra would be lovely.
Yeah. A lot of players out there have been messaging us lately. Very strange. It's like the Burning Abyss community got together and decided to just like message us on Instagram and Discord. So Psychic Wielder is another one of those cards where secret rare, it was sitting at around $4. It currently dropped about $1 to $3.30, which is kind of cool. Like you can pick, and this card literally says if you control a level 3 monster, special summon this card from your hand. It's a secret rare. It's a really cool, like spicy, like level 3 tech. So like I think that's cool to see another copy of that. Like we have a bunch of these lying around, so I really like that.
Oh,
and then
Aloof.
yeah, Aloof. Hardy is super rare.
I know. Thunder's dead, so I can't ask for it to be an ultra, but it would be really cool if it was an ultra.
Yeah, and then, I mean, some Violet Comer or whatever. But then we have the card that everyone was waiting for. Borreload Savage Dragon. Bruh, this card was...
Nutty. So this card has been through a journey in the last few months. This card went from on release, I think it was like a $15 card, because everyone was like, me, whatever.
I can't tell you how many of these we pulled and sold on TCG Player for $9 to $12.
But that was when it first released. Now, mind you, synchros, people weren't really thinking about that at the time. Links were super big, so everyone was more focused on all the links, which is why Phantasme was so hyped for so long.
And then we hit Master 05 and this became an $85 card.
Yeah, and then it rose even higher than that. Savage was at like 100 something for a while.
Yeah,
he was bouncing back and forth, and then he went back down to 80, and then he hit 70, and now he's sitting at 42 for near mint first. Yeah, that's wild.
And it was earlier today. It was probably lowest was 62. I mean, like that's incredible for this card to have dropped $20. In my opinion, I think this is going to be a prismatic secret rare. I think this version of the card will probably go low as like 30. We're not like market watch people, but like I can like from someone who sells and like we sell on TCG Player Store, links in the description box down below. I really do think that this is going to be like a $30 ultra rare. I don't see this card going much lower than that, but like
I mean, it would be an injustice to not print it as a secret rare because printing it as an ultra was wild in the first place, along with IP. So like secret rares are the only thing they deserve at this point.
And then I think this is a very underrated card that no one talked about in any of their videos. Cyber's Quantum Dragon. We're just gonna close this out, pop over here. Cyber's Quantum Dragon, let's just read the effect. It says, while you control a Link monster, monsters your opponent controls cannot target monsters you control for attacks except this one. Also, your opponent cannot target monsters you control with card effects except this one. This is a built-in, just like, wall, really and cool. It like your opponent, it's basically Avermax, but is a synchro monster while you control a Link. And then the cool part is that once per turn, at the start of the damage step, if this card battled an opponent's monster, you can return that monster to the hand.
It's actually
also, it can make a second attack in a row. This card for a Synchro 7 is insane.
That's really good.
This card is ridiculous.
And, like, literally just read it and I'm like, oh, Pikachu face. Oh.
No one's talking about this card. It was $7. I mean, I think I saw these as high as like 9s at one point, but like it dropped back down to $5, $6. But that being said, I do think that this card could probably be as cheap as like $2 to $3. Crazy. And this is incredible. Like I know Synchro and like with needle fiber in the format, like there's a billion ways to make this card. So like I think just wanted to mention real quick, I think Quantum Dragon is probably one of the better like options that no one's talking about. I think it's really unfortunate that Guard Dragon LP is most likely going to be a secret rare. I really don't want
They're
that.
They're just like LP.
Oh.
How do you feel? I like LP.
Yeah, I mean I don't. LP is like
not being abused as heavily as it was before, but
it's
at the same
card
time,
that makes the deck
it sucks to know
sure.
that LP is going to be a secret. And it's going to be like,
Hida,
at least they didn't print Agripane for no reason.
Yeah, here's a waste.
Yeah.
Hida's a really cool card too. I think because most of the Charmers out there have their like their foil, like their Starlight rare. That's the word I was looking for.
They're gonna print it as a prismatic.
Yeah, I think they'll probably print this as a prismatic, and then I mean like that's fine. Like I think
sorry.
Yeah, especially with the Charmer structure that coming out too. I think this has a ton of potential. Fusion of Fire, Trickstar stuff, Neos Fusion. I will say, I do think that, like, with the popularity of the Rainbow Neos combo that's going on, this could potentially, like, warrant an Ultra Rare, even Prismatic Secret Rare slot. So, something to maybe keep an eye on. And then there's this. This was a card that when I looked it up, I'm like, oh my god. Okay, so let's talk about where this card was. This card was at around 14. I believe the last time I checked on this, which was when we were doing like Blue Eyes and Red Eyes profiles, this card was sitting at $20.
Yeah, this card fluctuates a lot too, depending on the meta.
Especially with like Dragon Link decks, you get to move any dragon monster to like fit your arrows so you can activate the probably now new secret rare LP.
over here.
Yeah, I mean it's really good. So like this card being a $9 card now, and it gets the reprint out of the
that's a moderately played first deck.
Dragoonity structure deck.
Hang on, Logan's gonna navigate because that's a mod play.
Near mid first are still
$9.
Yeah.
Who is selling the mod play for $9 when it's also near mid 9?
Crazy.
Who are you playing? Like,
but yeah, I mean this card's definitely gonna be a common out of the Dragoonity structure deck. My vote is Prismatic Secret Rare for this one all the way.
That would be, I mean, it's an ultra, right? Like,
yeah.
that would be silly to also print it.
Yeah, print it as like a super.
There'd be a lot of secret rares in the set so far.
And then there's this one, dude.
I wish we knew like exactly how many secrets they were gonna print, because then we could at least guess. But now it's like we don't know.
Watch there be like something like let's just pick like Trickstar Fusion be like a Prismatic Secret. They would do that. They would totally pick like some random one off that was like people were like, oh yeah, wait, what, that card?
Watch them print Extrav as a super.
Speaking of, we're here again. Extrav. So Extravagance got a reprint a month ago out of Toon Chaos.
Wild. They're like, let's do it again.
And here we are again talking about Extravagance. So the Pot of Extravagance Ultra Rare is out of the Toon Chaos set. Was around $40. Currently sitting around 30 for the Unlims because the Rewave just came out, which is crazy. But once again, this is one of those cards that like on release, I think this was the first pack of the sneak peeks,
mini story time. So Savage Strike was our first sneak peek event because I literally started playing the first week of January last year, and so like woohoo! So we went to the sneak peek, and we got a couple of like the little sneak peek kits. And like literally the first pack I opened, I pulled Extrav, and I was like, "Is this a good card?" And I remember Brian being like, "Put down, don't let it
people were like, they were like hunting
because everyone was like hunting for it. And I was like, "Oh, what?"
I think this card on release was like $90 to $100,
crazy.
And then it went up once again. It also went up to like 100, 110.
Nutty.
It was crazy. I think it settled around like 80 after like everything was said and done. So you could still get near mint first ed for $60 off of like the secret rare Extrav. So I think that's pretty great. I think this. I
don't know.
I'm saying this is gonna be a prismatic. I'm gonna say it's prismatic. This is like one of those like money cards all around.
It's also hard because it's like, what are the printing ratios?
There's no way they print this as a common or a super. No way. Like this is an ultra or a secret
goofy,
all day
because
long.
they just rewaved it, so I guess it would have to be a secret.
Something.
It's just,
yeah. I mean, and then we've got like these traps. Witch's Strike.
Witch's Strike. Ooh.
I think this is gonna be a super.
I do too.
I think
they're gonna downgrade
This card's busted, by the way. This card like says wait for your opponent to do the right exact thing. But then you win.
Ruin their day.
Yeah, it says like rip all their cards out of their hand, blow up their whole field. It's crazy. This was a secret out of Savage Strike. I don't think it's really doing much. And then we're moving down. Oh, the Valkyrie step. I think it's just funny to mention that they had this in here when Valkyrie's like cheated, but whatever.
When they were printed in
those. I know, but it's still. Okay, and then the next one, this one right here. This card, Trickstar Korribane. This card apparently was at $9.57, but once again, the last time we sold this was like a month and a half ago for like $18.
Yeah, Korribane's
we sold like 8 of these. Yeah. So, I mean, for it to be at a $9 first ed near mint, like that's pretty rad. Shipping bumps it up to right around 10. So I think that's really cool that, I mean, we're definitely going to go in and pick up play sets of these just in case, Light Stage ever comes off the ban. And then Gnome Material is another one. Just pick these up too. Gnome Material is a really good. You think so?
100%.
Ultra? Super. I'm saying Ultra. My vote's Ultra. And Gnome Material.
I think that was a card when they printed it. They were like, "This will be great," and then like it just wasn't well executed.
Yeah.
And it was like
Gnome Material saw a lot of play in the last couple weeks because Numeron just was released, and when they go Numeron Network, Sun the Calling, whatever, and then they special the 4 out, and they're like, "Oh, cool, you're going into Zexal." You just Gnome Material one of them, and then they can't go into Zexal, and you basically just win the game. So Gnome Material's like I think it's spiked to like $30-$40 at per copy.
For like a day.
Yeah, for like a day or two, but. I think originally this was like $14-ish, something like that.
Yeah, it didn't really hit the mark on that.
I mean, it says normal was at $16.63, so for it to be down below 10, like I think that's a win. That's really good. Dino Wrestler stuff. I want to see this dude. You were playing this dude in Frogs
Colossal,
for a little bit.
It's
yeah.
not that good.
It's like a baby.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, like, you just got, like, some generic stuff that's been printed. I think this needs a hollow upgrade, like, for a super poly target.
Yeah.
This will probably...
Ooh, Madulchi teacher class souffle, though.
Yeah. Ooh, I was going to say,
She's
I think
a hot rare.
This will be a secret rare. I think this will probably... I mean, knowing
That's gotta
Konami...
be at least an ultra.
This has to be an ultra.
Yeah.
Has to be. Easily. Or I would hope they could go for the Angeli treatment and just, like, secret it all the way up. I think that would be really nice.
That would be so cool.
Especially because, you know, people are going to be chasing after this card.
Especially because I literally just built Madolche on stream the other night. It'd be really cool to have a prettier version of Glass Souffle.
True. Very true. And then we have everybody's favorite.
Avermax. He's going to be a prismatic.
You think so?
There's absolutely no way he'll be an ultra. If he is an ultra...
I think he's going to be an ultra.
If he's going to be an ultra, you guys can send me the ultras, and I'll sign it for you with a little sad face.
Oh my god.
No, they wouldn't do my man dirty like that. Let me know in the comments below what you think Avermax is going to be, and if you think they're going to do my boy dirty like that, because I don't think they're going to.
I do, personally. I think he's going to be an ultra. I don't want him to
Sounds like jealousy.
He's secret rare worthy, which is why he was initially given to us as the secret rare.
But now he could be a prismatic.
I will say what's interesting is we were like, when we thought about doing this video earlier this morning, we went and looked. He was initially at around $28 for like higher first ed near mint copies, but he fell to what, almost 18?
Yeah, he was down to 18.
And he's back up to 22. So like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I said if he's an ultra. Oh man, I say like maybe a $6 ultra rare.
The ultra rare.
Just because ultra rares are like, there's what, 2 ultras per pack now, so yeah, that's like 6 ultras per tin.
Yeah, so he's probably not short printed to death.
I don't think that's if he's an ultra. Once again, we are not confirmed any of the rarities,
but if he's an, I'll say that. That seems fair.
Sign-up mining, we didn't pull this up, but like sign-up mining, secrets are still like 14, ultras are still like 8, 9, so I think this will probably just be another ultra, or like maybe they downgrade it all the way and go super.
The thing, ratios are going to mean a lot for prices for this, because we don't know how short printed or how heavily printed something will be, so it's hard to guess what the prices will really stabilize at, so we're just kind of shot in the dark here.
I think this is a really, really hard one to call too. Monstrosity was a really good ultra rare out of Savage Strike. It's like one of the best cards in Generators, which we will promise it's coming soon. I don't know. I think Monstrosity can have some potential in this set, maybe like a super. And then we get to everybody's favorite card.
Mystic Mine.
Oh man, Mystic Mine. I don't care what anybody says. I think this card deserves a prismatic secret rare slot.
That would be the funniest thing in the world if Konami was like, let's do it. Let's just really screw with everyone. 2020 set a ride. Let's print Mystic Mine as a prismatic.
So hot take. Mystic Mine has dodged 4 ban lists? 3 ban lists now? Something like 3 to 4 ban lists now. Players have literally been like clamoring for this card to get banned. They want this card gone so freaking bad. And the fact that Konami is like reprinting this, if it's confirmed a secret, I'm not saying we can read minds, but I'm pretty sure that confirms that Konami likes this card and thinks it's healthy for the game. Because like, I think it is.
What would be funny is if they just print it as a common, so now everyone has access to it, and it's like.
And if that's the case, then it gets banned. But for what it's worth, Mystic Mine was like an $8 card.
I think,
yeah, we sold our copies for like almost 10, and now it's less than $4.
That's
so
crazy.
that's freaking
That's
sweet.
good. At least it's affordable to make your opponents stay sad.
And it's a great side deck card too for like anything else.
It's a good tactic.
We didn't pull it up, but Crackdown is like a 4/5, 4/5.
I love the card. What was it? A
Super. This is an ultra all day long.
That'd be so
all day
cool.
long. This is an ultra rare.
Crackdown.
Valkyrie more Valkyrie stuff. I think it's funny.
All right.
I didn't pull this up, but Cherubini, I think we last sold ours at like 14, 15, something like that.
Cherubini will probably be an ultra.
I think Cherubini will probably be an ultra as well.
I feel like we're saying everything's gonna be an ultra.
I feel like all the secrets will be it's so hard. I think Memories of Hope, hot take. With the Numeron stuff, I think this is going to be a prismatic secret rare. Cap Shell, I forgot this card came out, man. I really did. And then I'm just going to speak this into existence now. I love Marincess. I think it's probably one of the most like fun, like rogue, casual decks. I want them all to be prismatic. I don't think they will, but like I'll take this as an ultra. This you don't play, so I don't care. Oh, the Tenyi stuff. I'd like to see all the Tenyis as super rare to match the OTS packs.
Okay.
I think that'd be cool. Ran Ryu. Yo, I love Ran Ryu, especially like Crusadia Guard Dragon. Yeah, just special him if you control a spellcaster.
Aurora was already a secret, so she won't be a secret again. I'm
gonna go, honestly, I think she'll be a super.
Yeah.
I really do.
Gizmek, though.
Oh, let's talk about my buddy!
My Serpentron Sky Flasher.
Literally, almost cut in half.
Wow.
That's crazy. This card, for what it's worth, is like such a good tech card.
So
you can play
good.
it in, like you can play it in Orcus, you can play it in Grand.
I love
you can play it.
Gizmek.
I mean, so many decks were playing this card at like one
Any
or
deck
three,
that you
like,
don't care about your deck, amazing.
It's really like I think the
What do you think it'll
Gizmek
be, an
reprint.
Ultra?
I want to say Ultra, but like something is telling me
Prismatic would
super.
be pretty.
Something's telling me super. I think Gizmek could be a super
I'm gonna
rare.
say he's a secret.
This will be a common. This was an Ultra. I think this will be a super or a common. I really hope they don't do this. Like, they really like the anime stuff, like
They
the
won't.
Boral
Nothing's
XCs,
happening
the
right
Boral
now.
X Charge.
No.
I think these will probably see prismatic secret rare slots.
No.
These will be the
No.
ones that you like
No.
pull. You're like, oh, it's my Ultra. It's my other Ultra. It's my. Oh, it's an
No.
X Charge Dragon. Because
No.
everyone knows that those cards exist in the
No.
sets. These, though.
Those are already secret rares.
No, Blue Slug's an Ultra.
Okay, well, yeah, but
I think Blue Slug needs to be secret to match
the
the rest of the
though,
extra
whatever.
rare. Yeah, these are great. I mean, if we print these as Ultras, I think that's cool too. Shaman of the Tenyi, super, could be. And then we have everybody else's favorite card.
Appaloosa, Ball of the Goddess.
Well, let's talk about her price first. We have.
She was sitting at, God, what,
She was sitting at,
130?
this card was, around 130 a couple months ago.
She was a penny and a half.
And then I think she fell to like 90-ish, settled around 85, and now we're
now
at
look
60
at her. Let's
for
lightly
light
play,
play first. So near
mint
first.
Still
yeah,
$60.
$60.
She's $60.
That's crazy.
That's half her price point. That's
Insane.
nutty, people.
Yeah.
Imagine how much lower she could potentially go once this all goes through,
Yeah,
depending on
I think-
ratio.
I think this is going to be incredible.
Yeah.
And then scooching on down, just moving right along, all these traps,
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, Get Out's cool. Yo, real quick, didn't pull this up. If my buddy Barricade Board Blocker is not at least an ultra rare, we got to talk.
He'll
Konami.
probably be a super.
We got to talk. Oh, Hollow. Yo, common treatment was terrible.
I know.
This could be a super rare and
Blue
ultra.
Tang, whatever, yeah.
This is a card that I want to see as a super. Starliege Safer was initially 26.
he was
Oh, he went
over.
back up!
Good.
When we checked this morning, Safer was down to like 17, 18
Now he's back
bucks.
to 23.
That's crazy.
That's going to be really dependent on his rarity.
Yeah, and then, I mean, Hoppier, I think Hoppier deserves super.
Hoppier would be cute as a super. I love that card. It's very good.
Berserker could be a secret.
Especially because it's good in Melffy.
Grant Knight will 110% be a secret. Easily
that'd
to
be
push out
cool,
Emancipator.
though. And then they'll ban it.
Yeah, they'll ban him.
It'll get the mermaid treatment.
I think Unchained Abomination will also be a secret. And then we have everybody's favorite.
IP is 110,000% going to be a prismatic secret rare. Man, she's going to look pretty.
Look at the price drop. This card was $40 and is now sitting at $25.
Crazy. That's crazy.
That's insane.
So you've got to think, like, upleading until the set coming out, and even maybe after the set comes out, these prices are going to relatively remain stable. But then, obviously, as the set comes out, these prices will rise again because they're, like, the max rarity version of some of these cards.
Easily.
So, like...
I think this ultra rare version of IP could probably fall lower to, like, 17-ish.
But she's 100% going to be prismatic.
Yeah,
It's not even a question.
Oh, yeah, there's no way.
She's going to be so pretty.
And then, lastly, we have one more card. Really cool that they incorporated some of the... Here it is, the Infinity Chaser stuff in here. And that being said, there's only one card in there that I think honestly needed a reprint, and they did it. They announced my buddy, I mean, all the Witchcrafter stuff, for what it's worth, needs to be Ultra or Secret because we love that deck. Where you at, buddy? Here he is, Surziel, Watcher of the Evil Eye. Surziel was an $18 card. It says 16, but that's not true. It was 18. We just sold one. For him to be sitting at 11 to 12 bucks now,
So good.
I think he could go to... I mean, like, if this is an ultra rare or a super rare, this could be a $3 card. And if that's being said to, like, yo, Evil Eye deck profile coming real soon.
Let us know if you want one.
And then this card is the only other one that people care about right here.
Dragoon.
Yeah,
Wow.
Dragoon
And
is
then,
just,
you know,
like,
the really good cards.
insane. And that being said, there is one card that I do think was potentially up for a reprint that was not. I would have liked to see this card as a higher rarity, and that is Incantation Chalice Slime. It is one of those like boss monsters for ritual decks, especially with the new Drytron archetype or Drytron archetype coming out. This card is, I mean, yeah, it literally hasn't lowered in price. I think this card could only go up and see a ton of play. But overall, I think this is a very, very strong reprint set. I mean, for like no materials, you've got like Extravagance, Mystic Mine, everyone's favorite card, Appaloosa. Like, these are cards that players always ask for budget alternatives. And like, I think now, if we're willing to shell out just a little bit more than our budget allows for, to have an $80 card, maybe getting it for like $25-$30 depending on where it falls, is so much more reasonable. So
that, and like we're getting the gold series in October, and who knows what'll be printed in those. We know Appaloosa is confirmed, so it is kind of wild that they decided to also print Appaloosa in this set. So she's only going to get cheaper, which is great. It'll really provide accessibility to the entire player base, which is awesome.
4 negates every turn.
And then we also don't know if Warlord Savage will be reprinted in the gold set too. Like, there's a lot of novelty cards that will probably be put in the gold set, but also a lot of like high meta cards, so IP will probably be in there. So these cards that have been sitting at such high price points for so long are just likely to go even lower in the next month and a half. So even if you can't afford it right now, even with the current price cut, don't lose all hope, because there's another set coming out that could reprint them again, and just let those prices go down even lower, and there will be more prints of them, more accessibility. So at the end of the day, it looks good for budget players. There's hope on the horizon. It's going to be really cool. Everyone's really hype about the Megatons now that there's actually good cards going to be in the set. Everyone was really nervous a couple days ago, but now it's starting to look a little better. We're all taking a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, I mean, everyone thought that the world premiere cards, like the 4 that they released with Dragoon and the other 3, that really threw us off. But I think this is very great. So this
There's a real dichotomy in the viewer base in the last 48 hours between those 4 world premiere cards and then this weird dumping of a release to be like, just kidding, sorry, there's actual cards in this set. I promise there's cards in this set. So, like, good for Konami to realize that and cover their backs on that one, but also, woo. Hooey. But yeah, that's it. We just kind of wanted to talk about these prices with you guys. We wanted to at least do a video on the Megatons to let you guys know that we saw it and that we're here and we know that it's happening and we want to help you. And so, if you have any ideas or any future things you'd like us to talk about in regards to this, let us know. We're super open to it. We have nothing but time for you guys. So let us know in the comments. That being said, too, like as we said in one of our other budget videos, if you guys want to have these cards, maybe make a budget plan. Like if you know that you couldn't afford an $80 Appaloosa, but if you could potentially afford a $25 or $30 Appaloosa, start saving now, because these will be coming out in a couple weeks and the prices could just plummet even further. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. We like doing these little discussion videos. We know there's not a lot happening in the video, but we just like to go over these things so that you know what's happening, what's going on, because maybe you're not up on the market like we are, because we have a store and everything. Links are in the description box down below. So we do this for you guys. If you like these discussions, let us know. If you absolutely hate them, let us know. If there's anything else you'd like us to talk about or budget ideas for the future, let us know. But with that being said, I hope you enjoy your Saturday. I hope you eat some snacks. I hope you take a nap. I hope you have a good day. Embrace the nature. Go breathe some air. You know, do your thing. But we love you. You matter. And I hope you have a wonderful Saturday, team. Bye, boys. Bye. Love you. Bye. 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 Bye.